Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson from The Bachelor Season 28 met with a wedding planner to assist them begin the process of picking a date, but they disagree on whether their wedding should be televised. Joey and Kelsey got engaged on November 12, 2023, but they've put wedding preparations on hold as they've gotten to know each other better following the quick pace of The Bachelor Season 28. Furthermore, Joey and Kelsey were in a long-distance relationship after Joey won Season 33 of Dancing with the Stars this autumn, and they later traveled together on the DWTS Live 2025 tour. In an interview, Joey and Kelsey discussed having a televised wedding, and while Joey is receptive to the idea, Kelsey seemed to be against. Joey explained, "We haven't gotten very far into the conversation yet. If there is a universe where someone wants it to happen, we will accept the meeting. We'll talk about it." Joey stated that he and Kelsey want to create their own wedding plans. He remarked, "For the time being, as I previously stated, the thought process is how we want our day to appear. And if somebody else wants to attempt to shed some light on it, we're always willing to chat, but we haven't really gotten to that point." Kelsey, on the other hand, pointed out that having a broadcast wedding would be a lot. Despite Kelsey's opposition to the concept of a televised wedding, Joey believed that they should leave their options open. He said, "It may add a little extra stress, but you never know. That's something for the future, and all we can do right now is focus on what we want to achieve, and if anything comes along that makes sense and connects with our goals, we might be interested. It might cause some extra tension, but you never know. That's something for the future, and all we can do right now is focus on what we want to achieve, and if anything comes along that makes sense and connects with our goals, we might be interested." Joey and Kelsey appear to be at odds over having a televised wedding, as Kelsey appears to be opposed to it. However, Joey appears to desire it, which means they'll have to have some serious debates. While one advantage of having a televised wedding is that ABC will pay for it, the disadvantage is that there is no privacy. In addition, Joey and Kelsey may have to relinquish control over the specifics of their wedding. Hopefully, this quarrel will not harm their relationship. Although Joey is keeping his options open, I agree with Kelsey that having a broadcast wedding is excessive. If Kelsey doesn't want to go down the aisle on TV, they should not do it. Joey and Kelsey have spent their entire relationship in the public eye since the minute they met, and I believe they should keep their wedding private. When Jerry Turner and Teresa from The Golden Bachelor married during the Golden Wedding, it turned into an extravaganza focused on obtaining ratings for the network rather than the couple. Although other Bachelor Nation couples have married on television and had happy marriages, I believe it is a horrible idea for Joey and Kelsey, especially since Kelsey is already hesitant. When Joey and Kelsey marry, their big day should be about them, not the public spectacle. When Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson got engaged on national television on November 12, 2023, Bachelor Nation erupted in applause. Their romance had been one of Season 28's brightest lights, sweet, grounded, and full of genuine affection. But real life, as always, had its own agenda once the cameras stopped rolling. Now, a year and a half into their engagement, Joey and Kelsey are finally taking their first real steps toward planning their wedding. But with that milestone comes one major disagreement: should their wedding be televised? Earlier this spring, Joey and Kelsey met with a wedding planner in Los Angeles. It was the first formal move they had made toward organizing their big day. Both appeared excited, even giddy. But when the planner casually asked if they were considering a TV wedding, the mood shifted. Kelsey and Joey's engagement, though romantic, began in the pressure cooker of reality television. The fast pace of The Bachelor meant that their emotional connection had been accelerated. 6 weeks of rose ceremonies, tropical backdrops, and fantasy-sweet conversations condensed what might otherwise take months. They didn't immediately dive into wedding plans. Instead, they chose to date in the real world, spending more time together without producers or fantasy suites. But shortly after their engagement, Joey was announced as a contestant on season 33 of Dancing with the Stars. That development meant more time apart. Joey didn't just succeed, he won. And then came the DWTS Live Tour in early 2025, which meant more travel and more time away. Eventually, Kelsey joined him for parts of the tour, and the two found joy in hitting the road together. But it also meant delaying wedding conversations yet again. So when the time finally came to talk about the wedding, they were faced with more than just decisions about color schemes and venues. They had to decide how public, or private, they wanted their most personal day to be. In an interview promoting the DWTS tour in February 2025, Joey was asked about the wedding. His response was cautious but open. "We haven't gotten very far into the conversation yet," he said. "If there is a universe where someone wants it to happen, we will accept the meeting. We'll talk about it." For Joey, the idea of a televised wedding isn't necessarily a bad thing. "I think there's a way to do it that still feels like us," he said during an Instagram Q&A with fans. "We want it to be beautiful and meaningful, but also a celebration. And hey, if someone wants to help us pay for it, that's not the worst thing." He chuckled, but his tone hinted at deeper thoughts. "I get that it adds pressure," he added. "But we've lived this relationship in front of people from the start. Part of me thinks there's something kind of poetic about ending it, well, beginning the next part of it, the same way." "It's a lot," she admitted in a podcast appearance with fellow Bachelor alum Charity Lawson. "I just don't know if I want cameras in my face while I'm trying to have one of the most emotional days of my life." "That's the thing," Kelsey continued. "We've given so much of ourselves already. Our relationship started on TV. The world saw our first kiss, our first I love you, even our engagement. Maybe our wedding can be just for us." Joey has become increasingly comfortable in the spotlight since DWTS. He's leaned into public life with enthusiasm and charm. Kelsey has remained more private, her Instagram filled with soft filters and book recommendations, rather than flashy appearances. ABC, of course, is interested. The network reportedly approached the couple shortly after the DWTS finale with a proposal for a primetime special titled. A team of producers has already been assembled should the couple agree. Venues in California and Hawaii have been floated. The network is offering to cover most of the wedding expenses, from Kelsey's dress to the guest accommodations. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.